What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, Duels commentary. Alright, so we've got Dp-Ygo 1668 and Cinnamino 1623. Their ratings are fairly close, only like 14 separating them, or 40 points, excuse me, 40 points separating them, 45 exactly. So Siggy opened up with a typical Myrmilio. I believe they got bottomless trap hole, so that's one of these cards. And then Cinnamino played upstart, and then he T-set. It looks like Siggy just is going to set back. He's not going to attack. I'm wondering if Siggy's playing Worms. And wow, Cinnamino just flipped over Royal Decree. And you wonder how much damage he can do, because we already know one card is locked out in bottomless. Okay, so he's playing, what did he say? Spirits. He's playing Spirits. He flip summons Aratama, who is basically Stratos for the deck. So Aratama will get, well, it gets whatever. I think you can get anything except for Aratama. Nope, you can search any of them. So Aratama gets Nikitama. Nikitama is the one that lets you get extra summons. And it looks like he's going to play Manju of the Thousand Hands. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, I'm kind of surprised that that he didn't. Okay, he's playing Herald of Perfection. Wow, and we had a Herald duel yesterday. This one looks like it could be a lot more impactful. But I'm kind of surprised he didn't go Nikitama and then go Manju so that he could Exceed Summon. And if Nikitama is detached, if it hits the graveyard while you have a face up Spirit, then you get the draw card. So he would have gotten the extra summon. Although, you know what? I think the extra summon might only be for a Spirit monster. So that maybe that's why he didn't do it. So regardless, it looks like Cinnamino, he's got himself a pretty good field. Not only can he still Exceed Summon, you would think, well, with traps locked out, I don't know what you would make of this. If Siggy's playing his Worms, that could be a Worm Yagen, but it could just as easily be as like a Fire Hand or something like that. It doesn't matter. Okay, and Siggy says no mas, he just scoops it up. What I was thinking is, how do you go about, obviously you want to rank for Exceed, but do you go into Diamond Direwolf and just take the plus? I think you do, rather than go into Abyss Dweller, because with Abyss Dweller you attack, you may get a plus, but it's no guarantee. You know, I guess you can't assume that, you know, an unknown opponent, if they summon Myrmilio turn 1, that they're playing Worms. You just assume that maybe the next set is like an Ice Hand or a Fire Hand. So Cinnamino takes Duel 1 in commanding fashion. I have never seen Spirits and Herald mixed together in deck. So usually when I find a deck this unique and somebody has about 1,500 rating or so, that's when I feel confident that they know what the fuck they're doing. I'm probably going to like semi-stock them to see if I can get like 2 or 3 duels with it. You know, and that's kind of how I try and keep original content as far as the DN dual commentary. It doesn't get me the best ratings ever, but, you know, I feel like I don't just do, you know, the basic, okay, we got Gyurgia, we got Hat, we got Madoche, we got Boojins. I try and look for, you know, the unknown shit. Alright, so Siggy starts off with 3 cards in his back row, plus a set monster. In Cinnamino. Here's the thing, in this matchup, if Siggy's playing breakthrough skills, he's going to have to burn them on, he'll definitely, it's like, okay, well, do you burn them on Manjus, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you do there, because, or you might have to burn them on you know, like, you may have to burn them on Aratama. Alright, so anyways, it looks like Siggy is playing this Worm deck. He flips over Kataros. I'm like 99% certain he's going for Yex. And I'm wondering what he's going to do. Okay, so he plays Duality. So he's not... Oh, boy. W Nubella Meteorite. That card is fucking raw as hell. I would say that in terms of power traps that you can get turn 1, I think it's on an even playing field with Gyurgia Gear. That's the only other one out there where it's a what's it called? It's a archetype based trap that is, well, no, I'm dumb. Abyss Spear, obviously, too. Yeah, how could I forget about Abyss Spear? Abyss Spear is the one. Oh, but I was gonna say Abyss Spear is the one card that should be limited for sure out of the bunch. Now, Cinnamino had the Royal Decree, and he has the same exact play he had last time. He has Aratama. And Eratama, you know, he's not a beat stick, but that defense is legit as hell. And once again, we talked about how set monsters are coming back. You saw both people, you know, both of these duelists opened up with a set monster. You see Warren Kataros, even if it would have gotten attacked, he still would have gotten a 1-for-1 out of it. You see M. Cinnamino, he played Eratama, he gets a +1 out of it. You know, if you know that your opponent is going to summon a Yamato or, you know, a Myrmilio, a hand monster, and Ram, setting is really good, especially when you have this 1800 defense. Now, it looks like, once again, he has Mandrill to 10,000 hands, which I guess is probably going to get him, I mean, I don't know which one he has. I mean, it's going to get him whatever one he doesn't have. So he gets Advanced Ritual Art. And I was thinking about this last night. I was thinking, I don't really like, I don't like Herald plus Agents. I don't like that mix because Agents don't really do anything for the deck. It's like Hyperion is way past his prime. You know what I mean? Venus just... No, actually, Hyperion's still legit. Venus, that's the card that doesn't carry its own weight. It's like, it can only make Gotchi, and that's not enough. You know, Earth is... I mean, she gets Venus and, like, nothing else. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are you really doing? I feel like Happy Herald is better because at least you... I mean, granted, you can open up with a bunch of crappy normals, but once you get Herald on board, okay, then you can activate, you know, Mass Factory, you know, and then it's like, you basically never run out of fodder. I mean, granted, sometimes you draw a Happy Lover and a, you know, a bunch of other crappy little normal fairies, but I just feel like once you get Herald out, you shouldn't really lose, unless somebody makes like Crazy Box or some shit like that, and they happen to get it right. Alright, so M. Cinnamino is going into battle. I guess he doesn't have to technically risk the XC. He already knows that he's going to get 200 damage. And, okay, he's not going to go for an XC at all. He puts Nikitama or Eratama back in his hand. Now, are all the what's it called? Are all the spirits fiends? Because that's going to be interesting to see if he has enough fodder in his hand to constantly negate. Now, you see Siggy activates Dark Hole. Okay, so he pitches Megami. Ooh, he MSTs for Royal Decree. He gets negated. Okay, so that's a fairy. Huh, good shit. Alright, so it looks like, ooh, double Ice Hand. That's going to be a bitch. Because obviously he's trying to crash them, and he's trying to get rid of Royal Decree so he can turn his traps back on. And it looks like Nikitama is going to negate one Ice Hand. And, I guess Siggy didn't think that through because they were both 1400, so he could only activate Ice Hand once. Holy fuck, I think I just realized what M. Cinnamino is trying to do. All he's going to do with Eratama is he's just going to keep he's just going to keep searching Nikitamas, because that's a fairy that he can recruit every turn. Now, granted, he's already burned through 2 of them, but still, you still get a free +1, and your opponent ain't doing shit. Okay, I forgot about that one. So, my mistake. I guess the only spirit that isn't like a fairy is Eratama, but it's okay because Eratama keeps going +++. You know what? This deck actually does make sense, because once you have Herald out, your opponent's kind of locked down, and then you can just keep going Eratama +++, and then Herald basically converts the pluses, or the pluses that you get from Eratama, into, you know, tangible destruction. And it looks like Siggy doesn't have a way to win. I'm not gonna lie, I played against Herald before. With Bujins, they get Herald out, you can't fucking kill it, and you just scoop it up. Most decks actually aren't equipped to handle Herald. That's the funny thing. So, thank you guys for watching as always. Hopefully I can run down Cinnamino and see if we can get some more duels with him. Thanks, guys.